How's everybody doing out there? I hope all is fine. Um, this is your host, Bobby Collier, uh, representing the House of Common Sense. And I want to speak on a subject here um, this afternoon that a lot of people is talking about it. Subject I'm getting ready to speak on this afternoon. For y'all that are just joining in, this is your host, Bobby Collier, representing the House of Common Sense. It have to make sense to me. And the subject I want to speak on this afternoon is a subject that a lot of people talk about because it's happening. We've seen it every day out there on social media. Okay, some of it just cycling round and round and around. You know, some of it is present tense, and some of it is past tense. And that is that black people are having a big problem with police, and this is what this video goes out uh, on the problem that blacks are having with the police. Um, and people are talking about it, but we need to do something about it rather than talk. I'm sort of a man with action. You know, not so much talk. Um, Nobody is telling our young men and women how to handle themselves when they're all confronted with law enforcement. All right, and as since you are a black person, and I'm talking to my black people now. This don't go out for your white folks. I got something for you, but it's gonna come later. Okay, let's go out by black people. As a black person being pulled over by law enforcement, especially if they're white, they have the utmost authority over you. Okay, the least little resistance, okay, a tone of voice that comes from you makes that officer feel uncomfortable. Number one, because he has authority and he can do certain things to you and be justified, he doesn't mind doing it. Okay. First of all, you are black. Okay. So when you pull over by law enforcement, all right, give them the utmost respect because what you want to do is live through. You want to live through the stop. If you become hostile, you may not live through the stop. If you remain calm, you still might not live through the stop. But I would choose rather to be calm with the officer rather than hostile. They make no difference what kind of day I had. I might have had a bad day. Doesn't make no difference. All right. Hey, I don't need to be hostile. Okay. And if you become hostile, you're going to have a problem with the police. And this focus also on action and reaction. For every action, there is a reaction. I would rather have a positive reaction than have a negative one. All right. I mean, when you use common sense now, I represent House of Common Sense. It have to make sense to me. Okay. As blacks, you don't want to be encountered with law enforcement in any way, form, or fashion. Okay? When law enforcement is called on the scene, mostly on the domestic violence, on the shoot, they on high alert. And if it's in a black neighborhood, they're on a higher alert. Why? Because black people is killing black people by the hundreds. I want some of y'all that's viewing this video to get on your phone right now and Google number of blacks being killed by blacks in a major city. And I'm running behind because I only did it in Chicago. All right. And if you go back 365 days from the day, the number will be over 700. All right. Young black men are dangerous. Police, when they come after you, they're on high alert. If they think you might do something, they're liable to kill you. Okay. When you wonder, why black folks have so much problem with the police, we can't put ourselves on no pedestal because of the corruption that is in our community. When you look at the crime rate, it's high in our own community. Now we're living in that community now. So if the crime rate is high in that community, then who are the criminals? You don't have to have a college education to figure that one out. Because of action and reaction. Hmm? Just had a drug uh, reported somebody got shot here in this city. I believe it was yesterday. and went on the scene where the person supposedly had gotten shot. And when they got there, the victim was on the way to the hospital by one of his friends or one of his homeboys. Okay, we still haven't heard what the results from the gunshot, but they say that the shot went in his chest, right? But when the sheriff department got on the scene and got into investigating, they heard that the person that did the shooting ran in this house. Somebody said he ran in that house. So they wanted to search that house where the suspect ran in. The suspect might have ran through that house. Okay, he might not was in there when they searched the house. They didn't find the suspect. They went in and searched the house, made sure the suspect was not in there. Okay, but the person that did the shooting, I believe, might have gotten away for the time being. All right, they brought the dog in, which the dog could smell the suspect. Okay, the dog hit on drugs, whole boot full, along with money. All right, so the police is having calls when you go to some of these major cities like Columbia, all right, Orangeburg, Utahville, Holly Hill, Moss Corner, all right, Greensboro, Winston-Salem, all right, Detroit, Chicago, LA, New York, New Jersey, Jersey City. When you look at the rate, the crime rate, we as black people is on the top of the chart. Do your research. One of the reasons why there's such a big problem with blacks and the police, action and reaction. Action from us causes a reaction within them. And the reaction from them sometimes is fatal. When you get down to the foundation of the matter, a lot of times it's because of our action that cause a reaction in the police. Now the police coming out, and their action, all right, their reaction could be fatal. Not only to them, but also to you. Sometimes it's both ways. So why would the law focus on any other race or nationality? All right. Why would he focus on any other race or nationality? As far as being criminals, when your criminal record is to the roof, who they're going to look at as being the criminals. So a lot of times, why there's such a big problem with blacks and the police is because of the action from black people. I don't want to make nobody mad, but it is what it is. When you do your research, when you do your statistics, all right? Who's slinging the drugs out there on the street corners? Okay? How many calls are they getting in our community for domestic violence? Okay? Project project fights. Okay? Shooting in the hood. Okay? Murder, robbery. They're picking up a lot of black people for those crimes. So police ain't taking no chance on you. The blacks have been known to shoot police. Action and reaction. I want to give you a prime example. I'm going to close with this. A lot of y'all got mad when Walter Scott got killed in Charleston, South Carolina. Our folks got upset, and I did too. And he said that police killed it. And police did kill it. The bullet from the police gun hit it. Police would have got away with it if he had left taser where it was originally at. That's the only thing convicted the police is the taser. Okay? And he didn't write his report up right. Okay? When I look at his report and when I looked at the camera, two different stories. All right? But child support killed Walter Scott. If it hadn't been for his child support problem, him and the police that killed him would have never crossed paths. I don't want to make nobody mad. Walter Scott just had too many children. He was having a problem with that child support. When he got stopped, there was a warrant out for his arrest. The man ran him through that computer, ran that license plate on the back of your car. When you run that license plate number on the back of your car, it tell everything. They got that connected to everything. Hmm? There was a warrant out for his arrest. Child support. He didn't want to be locked up that day, so he ran. Right? Police had the right to catch him, even if he had to use a bullet. See, the lie on the police report is what mucked them up. If he told the truth about it, everything would have been fine. He'd have been justified. The police are justified catching you with a bullet. If you die from the gunshot, oh well. But if there's a warrant out for your arrest, all right, and you are confronted by a law enforcement officer and you find out there's a warrant for your arrest and he, okay, attempt to arrest you, all right, if you run, he can catch you with a bullet because his job is to bring you in, okay? His job is to arrest you. So, however he can do it, it's legal, okay? So your action causes a reaction, okay? Walter Scott didn't want to be locked up that day. He had big plans that day. The police didn't have to shoot him because they was going to catch him anyway, all right? Okay? Because he left his car, all right? Now he ain't got no transportation, so you're going to catch him anyway. Okay? It was a stupid decision for him to try to run from the officer on foot. I'd have took off in the car. A better chance, but he didn't want to be arrested. But why were they trying to arrest him? For child support. Child support was the killer. That's what he was running from. He wasn't so much running from the police. He was running from child support. He had a problem with child support because there was a warrant out for his arrest because of child support. He had too many children. He made a slave out of it. See, that's one thing we have to also understand why we're having so much problem, why black folks having so much problem with the police. We got too many children out there we can't support, take care of. Them children running wild, causing all kind of other problems. They ain't got no parenting. See? Our sexual behavior, black men's sexual behavior, they made a slave out of them. Got to work like a dog all week, and you don't get to keep that much money. Because why? Sure. Got head down here. All right. They made a slave out of you. All right. And you got 2, 3, sometimes 4 baby mamas. All right. And they need you to help them out, and you should. You're responsible. You and her are responsible for raising that child or those children. You can't expect her to do it by yourself. Because some of y'all, a lot of times what causes domestic violence is some of y'all black men get pissed off because the woman have you up for child support. You get fighting mad when you find out you ain't been doing nothing now. Hmm? You ain't been paying their quarter. Always got some kind of excuse. Don't even spend no time with the children, so when she go up there and have you up for child support, you get pissed off. Now you want to jump on her. And for God's sake, don't let her get another man. That's another problem why black folks have so much problem with the police. Because the police have to be called your baby mama or your girlfriend or your ex-wife. You gotta call the police to try to get you to leave her alone. after you done left her for another woman. Action and reaction. You done left her for another woman now, but you can't stand to see her with another man. Now your action caused her to have a negative reaction towards you. She don't want your ass no more. Or you left, or you left, you got mad and left, and went with your side piece, all right? You still bogarting her over here, the woman that you left. You don't want nobody to have none of that pussy. Huh? You done left her, but you can't stand to see her with another man. That's causing domestic problems in the community. And y'all young guys, out here getting domestic violent charges on you, and that has a big effect on your life. The things that you could do. Having a domestic violence charge on you, you can't even carry a firearm. You can't even protect yourself. You lose your right to carry a weapon. You might as well be a felon. Here's some why we got such a big problem with police. You laying your own black brothers down in the community. You laying them down. Police ain't gonna take no chances on you. They already scared of you. Didn't you hear the old folks say a scared man will hurt you? Huh? Action and reaction. For every action, there is a reaction. If you keep breaking the law, that means you're a transgressor of the law. All right? Well, breaking the law a lot of times cause an action from the law. Sooner or later, there may be some consequences. Huh? You can't get mad at your baby mama for having you up for child support and you ain't doing nothing. You can't get mad at your ex-girlfriend because she put out a B-52 on you because you won't leave her alone. You don't want her to enjoy and live her life. You don't want her to have another man, but you'll be here bumping and grinding with your other woman. See, all that causes a problem with the police. Then when the police come and pick you up, you don't want to go. You don't scuffle with the police. If the police ask you to get off the sidewalk, you jaywalk, and the police actually say, "How about walk over there on the sidewalk? Walk over there on the sidewalk. You shouldn't be walking in the middle of the street to begin with. That's stupid." Huh? It's stupid to walk in the middle of the road, middle of the highway, and you got a side street, a sidewalk. Okay? Action and reaction. If you're going to sell loose cigarettes, sell them right there out of your house. Let folks know in the community that you sell loose cigarettes. Hmm? Something that's common sense. Something that's common sense. So we need to teach our young people, our young boys and our young girls, how to deal with the police. All right. When I'm riding, I have my driver's license and my ID. All right, and my insurance card, all in one little pouch. I don't have to open my glove compartment. It's laying right there on the seat. And that's the only thing about it be laying on the seat is that my light and my cigarettes. Okay? The thing is handy. When you do that to them, they know that you organize, that you ain't no trash. That depends on what you're driving. Don't think that you can drive across town, okay, and pick up your a six pack of beer, or go to the store, pick up your six pack of beer, and you know your license tag is done expired. And you might done a couple of times, got away with it, but this time you didn't. Sometimes your luck run out. Sometimes your luck run out. Don't take that chance. You know you ain't got no driver license. Why you driving? Huh? Don't ride the road with those in the car. You don't know when you're gonna get stopped. Right? I was coming home the other night. I was down there. I was down in low country. You know, I got family down there. I love to go down there. Good people down there. Black and white. I'm coming down through there. All of a sudden see the blue light flashing about a mile or two in front of me. I'm thinking it's a wreck down there. No, 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 it wasn't no wreck. Them boys were checking everything coming down through there. Okay, they had about 5 or 6 highway troopers parked down there. Some park up the road, we're just waiting for you to try to run. It wasn't a speed trap, but they was checking everything coming down through there. All right, it just it was just probably because well I had my handicap sticker in the windshield and my Bible. I had my pouch. All right, and when I roll up to him, um, he asked me for my driver license. All right, he looked at me. I gave him a driver license. All right, she went back there and looked at my tags. Gave my driver license back. I'm gonna go ahead. All right, they had some other folk pull over. Never know when running down the road 100 miles per hour. Another problem you're going to have with the police. Don't make no difference to run 100 miles per hour in 70 miles per hour zone. That don't make sense. When you get the ticket, you cry. Most of the time, if you black out there and they catch you running that fast, they're gonna shake down. They're gonna shake you down. They catch you running 20, 25 miles over the speed limit, they're gonna shake you down. I don't want to search the car and everything. If you got something in there and you got no business, you got a problem. Sometimes our action causes a reaction within law enforcement. Then you have another problem, a bigger problem. They already afraid of us. Law enforcement, they are afraid. They are scared. They don't know whether or not that's going to be their last stop. They don't know whether or not that's going to be the last scene that they have to deal with. Their life is on the line. That's why they don't take no chances. Now you got some dirty ones that can do. There's always two sides of the coin. If you know the good side, you also know the bad side and the in between. All right. See, George Zimmerman knew the law on how he could actually provoke a black man to assault him and kill the black man in self-defense, and it'd be justified. But wasn't but two of them out there. But don't nobody know what happened but two that was out there. Right? It's early in the morning. Folks sleep. Okay? Now, after the shooting, there wasn't but one left out there. Well, folks have to believe what he say, because there ain't no witness against him. So whatever he say is Trump. Nobody can prove different. See? Knowledge is powerful. The police have authority over you. The word of God said, respect ones who have authority over you. See? And that's one of the first things you do when you encounter law enforcement, when you are confronted by law enforcement. Right? You respect him as having authority over you. Especially if you're black. Because the Ku Klux Klan don't wear hoods, don't walk around in the community with hoods on no more. They're law enforcement. Okay? They're bikers, they're judges, they're lawyers, they're doctors, prison guards, SWAT team, all that. some of the problems that we have, why black folks have problems with the police, a lot of times we bring it on ourselves. Now, some of y'all blacks won't agree with me. I don't care. Look at the statistics, do research, okay? Understand the different, understand two words, insurrection and rebellion. I'm going to close with this because my time is about up. Insurrection and rebellion. Insurrection and rebellion is what law enforcement job is, to suppress insurrection and rebellion. That's their job. Their job is to suppress, stop it. That's why they want you to get on the ground. Okay? That's their job, to stop insurrection and rebellion. That's law enforcement job. Period. Now, the validity of the debt, the value of the debt will not be questioned in suppressing insurrection and rebellion. Okay? So when somebody call the law, the police, sheriff, if they have to come out, okay, you are in whoever they call the law on, all right, whoever at fault of this thing, you're in insurrection and rebellion. So if me and my wife or me and my girlfriend get fighting, right, and the neighbor over there hears, and she called the police, and there's a fight next door. Woman over there hollering, they cussing, and the God and God forsake if they say we heard gunfire. Good God Almighty. There'll be there'll be 15 there'll be 15 cars out there, okay, in about 3 to 5 minutes. See, because they have to suppress that, stop it, get rid of it. That's their job. If you got a warrant out on you, you are on the insurrection and rebellion. You done something. Okay, you done broke the law. Once you broke the law, you become a transgressor of the law. See, now the validity of the debt in suppressing insurrection and rebellion will not be questioned. Whatever damage come from it won't be questioned. They could have casualties. You could have casualties. You could get killed. Some of them could get killed. But they suppressed it. They're going to pay off the debt. And it won't be questioned. Okay? So don't personal, all right, when their action or they overreact to something because of your action. Sometimes, sometimes the police overreact. But if they hadn't been called because of what went on, the action that started, if that hadn't happened, there wouldn't have been nowhere in the picture. See, Trayvon hadn't been in Sanford, Florida, when George Zimmerman never crossed paths. Trayvon got killed by the bullet from George Zimmerman, but Trayvon died when his mother and his father broke up when he was just a toddler. I don't want to make nobody mad, but when you look at the foundation of it, see, that's basically when Trayvon died. He shouldn't have been in Sanford, Florida. His daddy should have stayed in Miami with him, spent some time with him, had a talk with him. But the girlfriend in Sanford on hold. You need to be with your son. He just about almost got kicked out of school for possession of marijuana. Okay? If he had plastic bags in his book bag with traces of marijuana, then that mean he was smoking it or selling it. Either way, it had something to do with marijuana. See? Trayvon living back and forth with mama and pop. Mom and pop probably had several boyfriends. His mama might have had a friend. She deserved to have a friend, but he had to get to know him. His daddy had a friend over here in Sanford, all right? He had to get to know her. He's been flip, flop, back and forth in the family, in the families, the two families. Hmm? He shouldn't have been in Sanford. Because it seemed like him and his father didn't have that good of a relationship anyway. And why would you bring your son 200 miles from where he lived at and didn't know whether or not your son had any identification? You got to look at action and reaction. How good did he know Sanford? Did he ever been there before? If not, what was you out doing? Why were you out that time of night? In begin with, action and reaction. See, sometimes we bring the heat down on ourselves, in certain situations. Then when something bad happens, we want to blame somebody else. Hmm? Somebody got shot over here. ran in somebody's house over there. The police came in and checked that house that the suspect ran in, all right, or ran through. Okay. They found a big old boot full of drugs, money. And now you mad with the police because the police find your stash. Police found the stash. Now you claim you living there with your grandmama. Okay. Living there with your grandmama. You don't want the police going into your house because you said the police ain't got no search warrant. But a witness over here said she saw the suspect who did the shooting and in that house. He probably did. He ran in and out. Hmm? Now you and your grandmama might get locked up. But your grandmama basically ain't slinging. I hope not. I hope grandma ain't slinging. Could be. But somebody going to jail. Already got the handcuff on somebody. Hmm? Action and reaction. Domestic violence is growing in the black community. Gunfight, gunshot. So who the police gonna look at? Who the police gonna focus on? 80% of their calls is in the hood. Black communities. You're picking up more black men, young black men from 12 to 30 off the street. White man have to come. White man have to come out there and pick them up off the street. They done picked up over 700 in Chicago within the past 365 days in the past year. One reason why we have so much problem with the police. Hmm? If I got to come out there and get you for a crime that you done commit, and I know you done dropped the hammer on somebody before, I ain't coming out there half stepping. See, yeah, you got dirty cops, but all cops are not dirty. Most of the dirty cops right now are getting filtered out, okay, due to modern technology. Modern technology is filtering a lot of trash out now. Now, one thing I need to um, bring you aware of before I close, because my time is up, is that you get pulled over now, all right, and they suspect something, all right, they're going to detain you. All right, they're gonna detain you, and detaining you means they're gonna put the cuffs on you. If they decide they're gonna search your car, all right, if they're gonna shake you down, they're gonna put the cuffs on you. They're not gonna have you stand on the side of the car no more. They're gonna put the cuffs on. They're gonna detain you right away for your safety and for their safety. So when they ask you to step out the car, just step out the car. Yes, sir. Where you want me to stand at? Okay. You be as calm as possible. The least little hostility you give them, all right, it's gonna escalate things. It's gonna elevate things. Okay. And something bad could happen. My name is Bobby. I represent the House of Common Sense. Why is there such a big problem with blacks and the police? It's because we bring a lot of that on ourselves. Because we are transgressors of the law. And our action causes a reaction. And that reaction causes an action, in some cases, fatal. Thank you for listening, and be blessed.